This is a tutorial on how to do some basic SEO methods on your saved links using your IDXBroker Platinum account. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be creating a landing page for a community on a real estate website. And that website is tampabayhomesforsale.net. If you go to this website, you're going to see that I've created lots of different landing pages, and there are lots of keywords and information for these landing pages. So these landing pages are specifically so that they can be found in the search engines for specific keywords that have to do with lots of different cities. You can't optimize your home page for a lot of different keyword terms. So you have to pick specific communities and make a page around that community and optimize that page around different terms regarding that community. That's going to help that page be more valuable to Google and be 100% relevant to that city versus doing SEO on your home page for 50 different cities. That won't work. So Google is going to look at this page and say, this is all about Apollo Beach homes for sale, Apollo Beach real estate, buying homes in Apollo Beach. It's going to really recognize this page has a lot of good information about Apollo Beach. And so this is an excellent page with on-site SEO. It has meta tags in it. It has headers in it. It has keywords in it and extra searches. It has pictures that have optimization in them. It has content in it. It has pages that are, or has bolded out keywords in here as well. And so it's a very good page that has a very good on-site SEO. And you can come back to this site to check out this page, to look at it, to see, if what you're doing is going to work. But our hope is that this page is going to show up in the search engines for some of these keywords. And when somebody gets here, they're going to have the information that they're looking for, and they're going to scroll down and they're going to see the properties, and hopefully they're going to start clicking on them, and they're going to request more information, and the realtor is going to get a lead. So this process will work for any kind of business. It's not just real estate. It can be applied to any type of business when making a landing page, but this is just the basic idea. So here's how we're going to do this. Here's where we're going to start. We're going to actually start with a community named Seminole. And I've already created some links for Seminole, like these links right here, the extra links, but we need to start by making the landing page itself. So we're going to come here, and we're going to go to Create, and we're under Preferences, Saved Links, Create. Now we're going to pick a search page, and we want to search for homes. So go here, search homes, hit Save Changes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and select our criteria. In this case, I'm going to choose the city of Seminole, and that's it. I'm not going to choose anything else. This landing page is going to be all about the city of Seminole, just like Apollo Beach is all about Apollo Beach, and it has every home for sale in all price range, all types here. So this one has only the Apollo Beach properties, and you can see that Apollo Beach right here is the only thing chosen, and it's low to high, and that's it. So in here, we're going to go ahead and choose Seminole only. We're going to leave it low to high, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to save changes. Now we have to name it, and I have gone ahead and already done my keyword research for Seminole. You're seeing lots of colors here because I have kind of separated these into groups, and the red ones are Seminole homes for sale, different variants of homes for sale, Seminole homes for sale in Seminole, Seminole FL homes for sale. They're all similar. The orange ones have to do with real estate. The green ones are just different ones. The condos for sale, you can see houses are in the blue. Pink are going to be condos for sale. So, there's lots of different ones that you can choose. I like to use this to deviate or to make sure that I'm using specific colors so that I can point out which ones are which when I'm making those little landing pages, because I made landing pages for each of these different types. So this is going to be Seminole homes for sale. So I'm going to start by doing Seminole homes for sale. And then now homes for sale in Seminole, Florida is the biggest one. I've already made this page, so I'm not going to make that one. Normally my landing page would be this one, and so that's going to be the primary one that I would normally use, but I did that and made a video already, and the sound didn't come out, so you're getting a secondary one. But typically it would be homes for sale in Seminole, Florida, because that's my biggest keyword. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a second keyword in here. And so now I have my two main keywords. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this first one only in the meta tag's description, keywords, and in the subheader. The subheader right here is this. It's this information. If I had nothing in this box right here, when you landed on this page, it would immediately start with this information right here. So you'd never even see that content at the top. But this content is important because this is the information that Google looks at to get the page information to say, what is this page about? So we want to add that in there. So we're going to go ahead and put this keyword here. Notice this keyword is the most important word. It's what I'm making the page about. And it's the first thing in everything. It's first thing in the page title. It's part of the link URL. It's the first thing in the description. It's the first thing in the meta keywords. Ignore the link settings. This is something that has to do with a custom link showcase that's not part of the SEO, on-site SEO. But it's also the first thing that Google's going to see in the subheader. Next, we're going to write a description. And I already have a prepared description. And I'm going to go ahead and copy it and just put it in here. And basically, it's the same exact thing in all of the different links you're going to make. It's going to be the same thing. You're basically going to say full MLS access to all homes for sale in Seminole, Florida. More pics, info, and vids. Your #1 resource for houses for sale in Seminole, Florida. And actually, I'm going to change that to be homes for sale, Seminole, Florida. Okay, so what I just did is I took my primary keyword, and it's the first, again, in every single one, then full MLS access to all, and then I used my secondary keyword, which is here. It's also here. And then your #1 resource for homes for sale, Seminole, Florida, that's going to be my third keyword right here. Now remember, I'm using this one as my primary for this one, but typically the biggest keyword is going to be the first one. So keep in mind that I'm doing this a little bit backwards because I've had to make a second video, but that's okay. You get the point. Now next, meta tags keywords, we're going to put in those keywords here. So we're going to go ahead and grab the second one. That here. We're going to grab this one, making sure there's commas in between. Now we're going to go back here. This is why it makes it easier to read. Seminole FL homes for sale. Homes for sale in Seminole, Florida. Seminole, Florida homes for sale. Homes for sale, Seminole, Florida. Homes for sale in Seminole. Make sure you use proper capitalization. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 9 homes in Seminole FL. Actually, we're going to do 10. We'll do this one as well. So we're going to do homes in Seminole FL. And homes for sale Seminole. Now, I used 10 keywords in here. If you can get 10 keywords in here, that's about the perfect amount. If you can't, it's okay. Just put what you can. But 10 is a good number. I also forgot to mention something about the meta tags description. There is not a huge amount of space, or you do not want to fill this up with a huge description. Google is not going to read it. If you go to Google and you search for this keyword, you're going to notice Google is only going to bring up about the first, let's look at this actually. You can see exactly how many keywords it's showing you. So it's 24 words with about 152 characters including spaces. It's actually 160. So that's the big number. Now if you look at what I've written in here, it's actually going to probably be a little bit more than 160 because these are bigger words. Some of the words are bigger. And actually it's 156 with spaces. So that's perfect. So this is a perfect description. It uses 3 different keywords in it, and it really actually is going to be something that's going to draw the consumer to click on it. So it's going to say, click me, I'm going to have all the information, I'm going to have more pictures, more info, we're your #1 resource. It's, you know, psychologically grabbing them. So this is perfect, and this is a great description. I use it over and over all the time. So your description's done, your meta tag keywords is done, your title is done, your link URL should only be that first keyword. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab my meta tag description, copy it, and I'm going to put that down here. Now in the subheader, I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. I'm going to change it to a heading 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this bigger just because I don't have a lot of information for Seminole right now. It's still being written, so I'm going to make this bigger just to give it a little bit more emphasis. Then I'm going to highlight my words, the 3 keywords, and I'm going to bold them because that's going to tell Google that this is what's important. So another thing that's important when you add a lot of information, the first word that is in the regular paragraph that Google comes across should be your biggest keyword. The last word should also be a keyword. If not, the biggest, same thing, the same biggest keyword. So these are both really good things to start and end with. Of course, that is also important to have more content. More content is going to help you rank better. 2-3 sentences isn't going to be the best, but this is all we have for now. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make bigger. I just grabbed the corner right here and clicked and dragged it and made it bigger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a table. Now, I know the code for the table. I've turned the WYSIWYG editor off. I can give you this code if you want it. But okay. There we go. Now we have a table, and you can't really see too well into it, but you will in a second. Now what I'm going to do is I want to go back to my saved links real quick. So I'm going to go up here to Save Links, Manage, and I'm going to open the Manage in a new tab. And in Manage, you can see that I've made a lot of other Seminole links. And if you were to view these links, you could see they all are going to have similar SEO done to them. Every single link, I've done the same exact thing that I'm doing down here, minus this table. So all of it's the same, minus this table. And once I've created this table, I can actually go back through to every single one of those links and just pop that code in there real quick to every single one of them very easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with Seminole Waterfront Homes. I'm going to come here, and over the magnifying glass, I'm going to right-click and choose Copy Link Address. Now I'm going to go ahead and type in Seminole. Actually, I'm going to do it right in here. And I'm going to do one in here just so you can start seeing the body. My next one is going to be Seminole Homes for Sale under 200K. Okay, I'm going to do Seminole Homes for Sale under 200K. Now when I go back to the WYSIWYG editor, you're going to see these in here. So, okay, so I'm going to start by, I'm going to actually copy this first, and I'm going to choose the chain link, Insert Edit Link. The reason why I copied that is so I could just paste it into the title right here. Now I can go back and grab the link by right-clicking on the magnifying glass, copy link, and I'm going to paste it in the URL, insert. And now I'm going to go ahead and come to the front of this link and I'm going to make it into a bullet point so I can organize this nicely. Now with this one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy this, choose my chain link. I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. I'm going to come back here and grab this, copy my link address, and paste it in here. Now I did that because I want this column to be all of the links that have the different prices, and I want this to be all the different types of Seminole properties. So coming back over here, I'm going to go ahead and put my bullet point in here, and now I'm going to go ahead and add all the rest of my links. Okay, now you can see I've added all of the links for all of the different searches right here in the bottom, and now that adds a bunch of different keywords to this, and that's going to be all that I need to do. I'm actually going to back this up and make sure that there's no extra spacing in there, and it looks really good. It has all the information in it that I want and the links, and each one of these links also has the SEO in it, so they're all optimized as well, and I'm simply going to save changes. So that's done. Now I can go back to manage my saved links. Here's my link, and I'm actually going to click this less than greater than symbol and open it in a new tab. It's going to bring me to the edit, and I'm going to click on preferences. Oh, it's actually brought me all the way down here already. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and grab the code. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight all the table code, right click and copy it, and I'll go ahead and get out of here. And now very quickly I'm going to go ahead and open up each of these in a new tab, and I'm going to add that table code into them. And you'll be able to tell when I open these that I've done all the SEO on them the same way that I did on that one that you just saw me create. So you can see that each of these links also has SEO on them. So when I came in and created these links, I created them based on my keyword research, when I could see what people were actually searching for. And then I added some additional ones I created just in different price ranges because I had to have enough links. If it's a smaller community, you may not find a whole ton of searches, and you may want to go ahead and make your own. And if you do, homes for sale in using a price range is a great way to add some extra saved links. So this one's good, actually. I did not include a description in these just because they're smaller subpages. It's not going to need it. This is nice because you only have to create this code once, and then you can go through all of these quickly, add it in there. Condos, I did spend a little bit extra time on there because condos are huge. So this one I did add a description. I really expect that one to rank though. If I expect one of the pages to actually do something, then I will add that in there. But the price range ones aren't going to be ranking. The ones that are specific types are going to rank because you'll notice in my keyword research there's nothing in there saying Seminole homes from 100 to 200,000, but the property ones are. which is why I specifically made those pages. Now I can go through and just close all these since they're all done. Okay, so this is the last one. And there we go. Now I'm going to go to Seminole Homes for Sale, and I'm going to click Preview Link. It's going to open it up in a new window. Always check your work. And there you go. You can see this is a landing page for Seminole Homes for Sale. It has a description. It has the sublinks in it. And the only thing missing is the content describing what it's like to live in Seminole and the price ranges and the property types, which we'll order from a writer, and then we'll pop that in here, and that'll be a different tutorial. So there you go. This has been a tutorial on how to do basic SEO on your saved links. For more tutorials, please go to YourSiteNeedsMe.com, click on my YouTube channel, and subscribe.